Podcast starts at 19 seconds.
Welcome to Fit the Description, a Black Men's podcast where various Black men come together to talk about life, society, entertainment, culture, news, and whatever else we want to talk about from various Black men's perspectives. I'm your host, G, and I know normally I like to introduce everybody who's going to be on this episode, but since this is the start of a new season, I wanted to take the time to talk to you, the audience, before we get started with the actual podcast. So, surprisingly, we made it to our 6th season. I am very shocked that we made this far. I didn't know if we were, but as long as people want to keep coming on to this podcast, keep having these conversations, we'll keep doing them. So I want to quickly say thank y'all for checking us out, whether it's on the actual podcast or whether it's on the Cliff channel. And for anybody who's new here, I wanted to take the time to tell you about the podcast and let you know what we're about. So, like I said in the intro, all you gotta do is hear the intro. It basically tells you everything that you need to know. Yes, we are a Black Men's podcast, and we talk about a variety of things. Sometimes we talk about entertainment. Sometimes we talk about politics. Sometimes we get into arguments. Sometimes we just have a good laugh. It just depends on how the conversation goes and how things flow. But like every season, we always make changes. You know, this year we also made some changes. And hopefully, I'm hoping that the changes we made will make this podcast go a lot better, flow a lot better, and make sure we don't have so many things we had to deal with like we did last year. I'll be honest, I wasn't too happy with last season, and a lot of that was just due to the fact that, in my opinion, we just kind of missed way too many episodes. So for that, I want to apologize, and I'm hoping going forward we have fixed that issue. Real quick, I do want to go over the format of this podcast because I do think that it's important to go over. So the way this works is that we record this podcast bi-weekly, and because we do it that way, we split one episode into 2 chapters that comes out weekly. So for example, as you know, most months there's 4 weeks within a month. So the first 2 weeks, let's say that's episode 1, and then the next 2 weeks is episode 2. So just remember, one episode is split into 2 weeks. So it's one episode, chapter 1 comes out 1 week, and then chapter 2 comes out next week, and then it's another episode. The other thing that we also changed is I also updated the links. Give me 1 sec so I can pull them up. It's because I know for the longest time, down below, we had a bunch of links that of platforms that aren't even around, although this is the wrong one. So I actually took the time to finally update the links that you see on the intro so you know where you can find us at. Now, mind you, if you listen to this on YouTube, I'm not here to tell you to go off platform. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm more here just to let you know that you can find us on different platforms if you prefer to listen to us in other places. Now, I don't have everything down there, but I'll just tell you real quickly. As you see our logo down there, that represents the Clips channel here on YouTube. We also have an Instagram, which I really do need to work on. We have a Patreon, which I need to work on. So I want to pause right here to expand on this Patreon point because I feel it's important, particularly if we have new listeners. Now, even though we do have a Patreon, I'm not really going to support it until we grow a bigger audience because it just doesn't make sense. Now, we do have exclusive episodes and content over there on the Patreon that you can check out, but there's really not much over there. So as we grow our audience, I will make sure to go on there and support it more and start releasing some exclusive and unreleased content that we never released before. But as of right now, I would probably recommend you not go over there. If you do go over there, because there are some higher tiers, please don't support the higher tiers. That's for a future situation if our audience got way bigger than what it is now. But right now, it's not really supported. There's not much going on over there, and I will not be supporting the Patreon until we grow our audience bigger. But if you do want to check out some of the exclusive content that you can't find here, you will find some down the Patreon if you want to go over there and check it out. It is up. and you can't see it. But don't expect a lot of support currently until we get our audience bigger. Because I rather focus on growing our audience than giving you some exclusive content that there's really nobody there. It just doesn't make sense right now. We also are on Rumble, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, and the other half, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Pandora, and the other four, which I can't remember off the top of my head, will be down in the description below if you wish to check it out. But just so you know, we do read the comments here on this podcast, but depending on how good it is, we may actually answer one of your questions. We may make it a topic, or if it's really good and depends on each person, we may invite you to have a conversation with one of us. But again, it depends on each person and what they want to do. We've done it before, even though the person didn't respond. So make sure to leave your comments down below for a chance for your comment to be featured on this podcast. So we made it to season 6, which is great. And I'm hoping that the changes that we made improve things. And once again, if you're new here, I hope you stick around. If you don't mind, hit that subscribe button. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get to the podcast. We have where I'm at, we have a farmer's market. You have a food truck thing that happens, I think, every weekend. So they bring out a bunch of food trucks so you go get some food. And batting cages. Yeah, there's not much to do. I'm trying, but there's not much to do.
Yeah, so but like that's
Well,
just the point that
I could say this though. From my understanding, they are building like an what is it? I don't know. I mean, I don't know what it's called, but basically it's like an indoor racing track, and like where they have where you, and they also have ones where they have like I forgot what those things called, but the things that you could jump on for like kids and stuff. They're bringing that out here. But yeah, if you're asking if there's much to do, there's not much to do. This is not. You only come out here to like visit families. Outside of that, you don't come to where I'm at to like.
I was about to say. I mean, I truly feel like where you stay at, I just can't believe that that's like worse than some places that I could think of in California. I don't know, man.
Trust me. I don't think so. But when, like I said again, this is me reading the internet. But when I go to the internet, everybody says, "Yeah, it's bad out there." Now, in my personal opinion, it's only bad if you run your mouth. Most of the time, you just shut the hell up and be about your business.
That's anywhere.
Yeah.
That's anywhere.
Yeah.
You run your mouth to the wrong person. You know. You can get got for sure. You know. That's just how the cookie crumbles, man. So.
Yeah, but it's like it's not like out here where outside of like when I was in like high school or something, I get maybe because I'm an adult, so that might be a thing. Like I ain't got checked out here since I was like in high school.
Ain't nobody gonna check me. I'm an adult now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe because I'm an adult.
That ain't gonna
happen. Yeah. High school, I mean, maybe I would have had my tail tucked between my legs, but you know, because I was naive, but now, no, most people are all talk anyway.
I mean, I don't know if you are, because you've never been the one in high school to have your tail tucked between the legs. I don't know if I would say that. That's never been your MO, man.
It just depends on the situation, you know.
Fair enough. That makes sense.
This is a very interesting conversation.
It's a trucking along.
Well, here's another interesting direction. The fact of the lameness of the conversation is interesting.
The lameness.
Yeah. I mean, in theory, all I've heard is there's nothing to do out here. You know, arcade. I think they're bringing this back. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Because That's the reason that everybody says everything's so expensive. Because you guys have to have money to entertain. When we were younger and we were broke, shit, $5 bottle of alcohol in a TV show could amuse 30 fucking people. All right, everybody. We're gonna watch this TV show, and every time they say the word "what," we're gonna take a shot.
A bottle of Old English.
Hey,
a bottle of Old English and some of them small white cups.
Hey, that's it. They're like, fuck it. You guys are like, no, there's nothing to do out here. Bullshit. There's always something to do.
I feel like, well, that, and I also feel like youth isn't, obviously we have the internet and we have video games. So I feel like the youth isn't going out. But I think that a big issue is the youth too. It's like, yes, we used to go out all the time. It didn't matter if we was hooping, and then after hooping, we were eating. We were going to like I used to work at events, so I would stay after. We would go to another party, or just we would go hang out at kickbacks and go eat at taco trucks and explore the city. But that was 10 years ago. I feel like today's 21, 22, 23, 24, 20, like anything between like 21 and 30, they're a recluse. Like they stay home and play video games and pitch about, oh, as long as I have my vape and my Xbox, I can go hang out with my friends on here. Like I know too many kids in that age group that play online games, or they play poker from home. They don't go out. Like if you look at these clubs and stuff, that they're not as busy as they were 10 years ago.
Oh, nowhere near it. I told B about my last experience in the club, but absolutely. But you gotta understand, like most of these kids were raised on the internet, so like their whole entire. Go ahead.
But that's you guys' fault.
How's it our fault? They weren't our kids.
You can literally own a nightclub on GTA, and there'll probably be more people in that club than fucking real life.
Oh, wait.
Did you say Bud James?
I said, okay, so G wants to know why it's his fault.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when did you stop clubbing, G?
The last time I went to a club was 2019.
Mm-hmm. Let's be honest. You never went clubbing.
He said,
not consistent. I wasn't a club guy.
Yeah, you never went clubbing.
Yeah.
When was your last really like drinking crew?
Oh, drinking crew? Probably in my early 20s.
Let's be honest. You never had that either.
Not consistently, no. Like, oh, you mean consistently? Like a consistent? Oh, no. Sorry about that.
So what the fuck did you do?
What do you mean?
Besides play video games and go to Anime Con.
Oh, I mean, that was when I got older. But no, Keith kind of got it right where we used to go out. We used to play basketball. Jeez, I don't know. It's been so many long. I mean, there's not much I did, but like, yeah, I used to just head out most of the time.
Exactly.
Basketball.
Exactly. You're bunny hopping off what Keith said.
Well, because he's not fully wrong what he said, but I don't remember.
But if I ask Keith, when's the last time you hooped with G? This nigga will say sometime in the early 2000s.
Oh man, recently, fucking, when was that picture taken? Oh my god, I don't even know.
Oh yeah,
I think it was like 2000. 15. I think I don't
When
know.
was your son born?
Oh my God, 2013.
13. So yeah, it had to
That's
be like
all.
it had to be 14 or 15.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah, absolutely.
But no, but like James was saying, it's like no, we used to go out and yeah, like we would hoop like every day, but we would go out, drink, party, like we would like because there was a Little Caesars next to us. So it's like everybody would pitch in $1. It'd be like 20 of us. We
Yep.
get 5 pizzas, get a bunch of alcohol, sit at the park after hooping, hoop some more, go to the casino for the midnight flyer, fucking fuck that up at 3 in the morning, go back to the homie's house, drink. Then fucking that was like a recurrent thing during the week. Now during the weekend, we're going to Vegas. We're fucking walking up and down the strip. Like it was a different time. And it's
Okay.
like
Yeah, no, that's his
that's
point.
you.
Yeah, that's his point. Yeah, no, I didn't have that experience. That was never my experience, like at all. Like I didn't have, like I didn't like what he said.
throw
I didn't
house
have like a
parties all
party.
the time. Used to throw house parties, kickbacks,
Yeah,
fucking all kind of shit. Like
yeah, with me, like no, I didn't really have a lot of that. Like I didn't go party all the time. I didn't go party every weekend. I didn't really have a drinking crew. That was every now and again. Most of the time, like the Little Caesar thing, I can relate to. I mean, outside of drinking, but we would go out, go get Little Caesars for cheap, and then hang out in the parking lot, talk, chop it up. But yeah, there wasn't like no, did I go out to parties all the time? No, that's once in a while. Did I go out and club hop all the
I'm
time? No,
not
that
that
was
dude though, but
no.
the crew, no,
Go
no,
ahead.
no.
My fault.
Well, I'm just saying that the crew that I hung around, they were those people.
Yeah.
So it's like it was hella convenient to 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 do those things. Like, yeah, I would have never been. Yes, if I would have just stayed home and did nothing and told people that, nah, man, I'm just gonna stay home after work and this and that. But it's like I tell everybody, man, you take a chance on life and go do shit, that get you out of your comfort zone. It's like, yeah, no, I didn't think I was gonna have kids and shit or whatever. But it's like I said, I didn't have my first kid till 25. So I was like I said, spontaneous trips to Utah and go fucking camping and Arizona type shit. Like I said, but kids aren't doing that now. There is no spontaneous now. Everything is just scheduled. It's like I'm gonna schedule, play the game. I'm gonna wake up, go to work, get off of work, play the game. It's like there's no spontaneousness. It's like what game you're gonna play. You're gonna play 2K with your friends for 2 hours, and then you're gonna play Call of Duty for another 3 hours, and then you're gonna text each other while you're fucking playing. Like instead of calling and making plans, it's not because these kids don't have money. Kids rather spend $20 on virtual VC than actually go out. Yes, I do agree with James in a way that like that that and that is our fault, especially anybody who has like teenagers. Like I got teenagers and I don't implement them to go out at all because I don't want shit to happen to them.
Oh no,
So
I just
yes,
want to say real quick.
it'll
I gotta retract my statement when I say it's not our kids. I retract that statement, but please keep going.
I got nieces and nephews as well that are much older, that are 21, 20, 22, 20, that are in that boat that I wish that we would have pushed more. But like I said, it's a different world. Nobody gave a fuck if we were out and about, like my aunt or parents or whatever. They didn't give a fuck. But it's like now the world is teaching us to be afraid of every single fucking thing. So it's like, yeah, in a way, it's our fault, but I mean, I'll take it at the end of the day because I want my kid. I rather my kid be at home with me bored as fuck on the game than out there in the streets.
That's crazy. Yeah, I got the opposite result. My mom always used to tell me get the fuck out of the house.
No. I'm not talking. Yes, I just said then.
I know. Oh yeah. You're right.
Saying now, if you have a kid and you hear there's some goddamn yes, they literally say on the news and TV, oh, there could be a 1 of 8 sex offender in your area. I'm good. Like, you're not going outside. One of 8 sex offenders? Fuck you, dude. Those numbers are too high.
And you know the craziest thing though? They do that now and you guys get worried. Like, oh shit. But when I was a kid, that I remember that shit distinctly. It was like, boom, it's 7 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are at? Hell no. They in the street somewhere.
Dude, like it's insane that if you stop and think about how much shit used to advertise, like, think about it like this. When we were kids, there was a such thing as a top 50. I think it was like every month or like top 20 of America's Most Wanted. They used to advertise this on Dateline every month, I think, or every 2 months.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like, and it's like we didn't. Our parents didn't bat a fucking eye and that these people could have been near us. We've had multiple people. Like, look at all the DC snipers. Look at all the Jeffrey Dahmers. Look at all the legendary murderers that were roaming the streets when we were kids, and we still used to play outside until fucking 2, 3 in the morning. Now, no. I'm afraid if there's too much traffic on the street for my kids to play. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. You don't even have to say it's a mass. Don't you dare tell me there's a Jeffrey Dahmer on the loose. Oh no, kids are going to school. Nope, I'm good. Nope.
I mean, but again, like I said, the inception of the internet and then people being able to chastise across county lines. I mean, shit. Back in the day, your kid got hurt, it was funny.
Yes, very true.
Now, if your kid gets hurt and you laugh, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You're the worst parent. CPS needs to be called. Mandated reporters need to come out, interview your kids.
Or taking your child because it got hurt. Wait.
You know? You didn't take them to the emergency room?
Yes. Been there, done that. Dude. Like, if your kid gets hurt, they will literally put the kid in one room, put you in another, fucking chastise. I was like, so you mean to tell me that, like, kids can't just get hurt anymore? It literally has to be a beating and nothing else. That's it. That's the only reason why this kid got a broken arm. Like if your stories don't match up, oh, God for fucking bed. I was like, this is crazy. Like, my kid fell. Are you serious? Like, I'm not gonna say, do I look like I beat my child? Yes. It came down to it. I would beat my child. But that's not what I'm here for today.
Hey, James, your kid is part of Gen Z, right?
I don't fucking know all that information.
No, he said James. He's asking for James.
Oh, James. Okay.
Gen Z? I don't fucking know. I guess.
Do you have to say sort of like Keith when you was raising your kids, or it was just like it was the same how you grew up, like not worrying about your kids being out for so late and stuff like that?
Well, see, that's the shitty part. I know for a fact that if you try to raise your kids like I was, oh, you'll get chastised for it. You're the worst fucking person on the fucking planet. But
man,
I mean, shit. I don't fucking know. But it's everything. I mean, even the grandparents. Like, I mean, I get it. They're supposed to spoil the kids, but I've seen kids get away with shit, and I'll be like, wait a minute. I remember getting rock bottom for doing that same shit. And what the fuck? How does that work?
We gotta talk about these grandparents doing a complete 180, bro. When you start having kids,
like, wait a minute. I remember getting clotheslined, fucking fucked up, and now it's like, that's okay. They're little. What the hell? I was cooking when I was 6, like full meals for myself. You talking about, oh, this 14-year-old is okay. They're just young. Get the fuck, what? So everything has changed.
You know, I was watching a video today, and this is something I really wanted to ask. Is it true that parents in our age group, in our age range, talk to the kids like they don't really discipline like that? Like they will have like a super long conversation.
You can't discipline your kid. Are you
Not
fucking
as deep
high?
as that. That's such a like talking like okay. I'll be the first one to be like, should we have just gotten our fucking heads bashed in? All that I'm gonna get like I'm gonna take action and then I'll get answers later. That's such a stupid shit. Like if you beat me and then ask me what happened, I'm sniveling and crying. I'm disoriented. What kind of sense does it make? I'm snotting, and then you're telling me to stop crying when you keep beating me and give you an answer. Oh, okay, Pinky. What kind of shit is this? It makes no sense. So yes, if you want deliberate answers from a child, because I think 100% why we used to constantly get beat is because now they're mad that they've got us to a point of just no return. It's like this is your fault. Like I fucking hate. Like I watched my cousin do that, and he beat his kid, and he can't talk. He's so sprayed. He's got spit, and he's on the ground crying. And you're still asking him what happened. And I'm like, what kind of sense does this make? It makes no sense. So yes, do we try to reason with a kid and be like, okay, hey, what happened? What's going on? This and that. Yes, it's more reasonable now and more patience, but that whole beat ass and ask questions later shit, that's the dumbest shit ever. Dumbest shit ever.
Yep. But again, all it's doing is developing a softer and softer generation. I mean,
I agree with that. Yeah, I do agree. There's no fear of consequences, like I said before. Because yes, well, we used to get beat. It was just that we knew to not do this anymore. Like, okay, I know if I take a cookie out the cabinet, I'm gonna get smacked. And you constantly replay that ass whooping. Like this is a possibility. So it's like that doesn't happen anymore because yes, if a kid goes to school and a kid sees even a mark on them, and it doesn't even have to be from you, your kid could have been playing football at school or like playing on the playground and got hurt, and the teachers will automatically, God forbid, you like I said, Kunta Kinte, Toby, that kid, fucking no. It's we don't have any choice but to raise soft kids, and it just sucks. That's just the only way to put it. There's no other way. Grandparents are assholes because they were shitty parents, so they make up for what they didn't do for us for the grandkids, which irritates the fuck out of me. I'll be the first one to say my mom is shit. Like she used to fucking lather my son down after baths. I mean, give him a whole prep fucking thing. Bitch, you didn't even raise me. So first off, cut the shit. When fucking he went over there in the summertime last year, gained like 10 pounds. He has his own room. He fucking gets to eat whenever he wants. She cooks. She cleans. He didn't have to lift a finger. Yet again, bitch, you didn't raise me. You were in and out of jail when I was a kid. But yes, I'm glad you figured it out as a grandparent. Thank you. The fuck?
But it's not true like every generation
No, fuck no. I'm telling you right now, fuck my grandkids. I'm not doing shit. I'm telling you that right now. Fuck them. Don't you bring ass kids over to my fucking house.
If you're talking about, isn't it with every generation that the kids get softer, it was within reason before. Like, I mean, I remember hearing motherfuckers talk about, oh, y'all kids soft. I remember it be snowing and I had to walk to school 5 miles in the snow with one boot, fucking hypothermia, and then we had to sit in class with no heater and get beat by the teacher. We didn't, yeah, I remember all that shit. But I now look at it like these kids literally, okay, fuck that. I've known kids that were still not potty trained in middle school.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What?
I vouch for that.
Yeah. Yep.
It's kids that don't even know how to tie. Dude, it's literally a requirement to be potty trained when you start school. Tie your shoes. I was like when can like any of you guys remember when you guys learned how to tie your shoes? I think I was like maybe like 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Bro, it wasn't fucking start of kindergarten. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, it's kids out there that don't even know how to use the bathroom. Like, that's crazy.
Wow. That's wild.
Yeah, we're fucked. That's true. We're fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, I ain't around for it. I just put it like that. I mean, because like I said, but there's no guidance. It's like I've tried to talk to youth. I've tried to, go apply to these youth places, and these kids are just so these kids are so angry, and I'm just like, why are you like 12 and you have so much anger? Like, it makes no sense. Like, at 12, dude, I was happier than a pig and shit. Bro, at 12, what was the game system out? I want to say probably like 64, maybe. It's like maybe 64, maybe fucking Dreamcast. I don't know. Actually, no, 12.
Or Dreamcast for sure. Maybe the PS1?
PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
12 was like PlayStation 2 almost, I think.
Okay.
No. Yeah. Because it doesn't fucking matter. But to my point, it's like I literally had the game system and literally there was no online. It's like I was fine playing fucking shit with no save point, like when I didn't have any memory cards. But it's like it was fun just to go outside and hang out with friends or go to the park or ride bikes, like just live life. It's like these kids are so angry. Yes, I get it's because of the internet. Because I say this about everybody. If we had the technology that was out now, they'd be fucked too. And if they had the technology that is out now, they'd be fucked too. But it's just, somebody else asked this, but G's asking, it's like, how do we change it? It's like, you can't. Like, take away the internet from your kid. It means that you got to take away the internet from you and your kid. And you try to do anything without the internet. Literally. Try to do anything.
Oh, but you say that, but the more I think about it, I'm like, man, not really. I'm pretty sure because, again, I get it. All those things were available when I was a kid. And we kind of had access to it. We don't have access like these kids have now, but that's the choice for these kids to have that access. Oh, they have to. They have, because now society is based around it. I mean, yeah, but society wasn't based around the shit we was doing, but we wanted to do it. Because society says drinking's based on if you're 21, not if you're 12. So I mean,
True.
we did what we fucking wanted to do because that was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck it, dude. People can say the shit that we were pulling was entrepreneurial, spirit. But now these kids are like, yeah, fuck all that, man. I just want to play a video game. I mean, you can say, oh, well, we had access to going out and playing and shit like that. Yeah, but we did. But even though your parents would be like, get the fuck out of this house and go do something with your life. And all right, let's go ride bikes. Let's go shoot hoops. Let's go do this, do that. There always was that boundary. Now, I've said it before in this podcast, these kids feel like they have rights. So my room is my room. My shit is my shit. Yeah, cool. I could go out and play basketball, ride bikes, do whatever I got to do. But I still knew the minute that street light came on, your black ass better be in this house. That's a non-negotiable.
There with that too. There's a I said there was a fear with that too, because you knew if you did it, there would be a consequence.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah.
And the consequence wasn't a conversation.
Nope.
It wasn't no damn. We're gonna sit here and talk about it and see your feelings and what did Keith say? See what happened. Why were you late? Nah, fuck that. You was getting DDT as soon as you came through that door.
Yep.
Nigga. And it was fucked up because
open that fucking door, you heard that glass break from Stone Cold's music.
I mean, that shit was so cold too because it didn't even matter, bro. Like, come on, man. I mean, Keith probably the only one that can relate, but fuck, dude, I was like 6 foot in the 6th grade.
Same here.
So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, my mom was like, nigga, 5'2". I'm like, come on, dog. I'm big dog. Man, you come in late. It would be like, nigga, you would close that door and be like, yeah, all of a sudden it would be like a ninja just jumped out with a fucking belt, a stick, a brick, I don't know what, but nigga, your ass was done for. Ain't no fighting happening.
Well, see, kids, okay, but see, that's the thing too. It's like we would never fight back our parents, whether it be whoever. It's like we just took our ass whooping because in a way we knew we fucked up. Kids fight back now.
What?
And it's like I don't know if that's off of instinct or just like you said, kids having rights. Like kids will swing on moms. I would never.
Yeah.
As mad as I would get.
Wow.
I mean, I'm talking about just like you said, 6 foot in 6th grade. I get slapped or hit. I wouldn't even ball a fist, but as soon as she fucking left that room and I'm on the ground and I'm punching the floor quietly, I'm screaming.
Yeah, exactly.
The pillow. I'm pulling a fucking Norbit, literally.
Yep. Temper tantrum was the thing, man. Don't disrespect a good temper tantrum.
Boy, as soon as she and then don't let your mom hear you. Oh my God. Woo!
Oh, she'll be back with a belt. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, just like I said, you believed your parent if they said, I brought you into this world, I take you out.
Yeah.
Logically, it makes no sense. Like I said, you can't say that now because kids have too much logic. What do you mean you're going to take me out of this world? Like I said, what do you mean you're going to kill me? Like I'm your child. Why would you do that to me? Man, I wish I would have thought about that when I was a kid. I was too fucking afraid I was going to.
No. You see, when I did like things like that, I would just get popped in my mouth and said, boy, don't question me.
Nah. I wouldn't even say no dumb shit like that. Wouldn't even cross my mind. Yeah. I'm not even gonna question the person who's telling me they're gonna take my life. I wouldn't even question no shit like
well, again, I'm not saying that was the cool. I'm saying I questioned her in other ways, and that was all as a result. It was a pop and said, "Don't you ever question me." I'm like, It was a lot of crying and tears with it, but yeah.
like I said, this fucking world is building kids that aren't gonna be able to stick with shit, are gonna be too soft,
Mm-hmm.
psychologically dead. Like I said, I can't wait to see in 5 years all these kids that like my kids' friends go on into the workforce.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be so fucked.
That's the one that I would say that switch. I agree with everybody else. I know you didn't have the heart for it. It's yeah, you should have played football, man.
I mean, of course, but
Yeah.
yeah, but like I said, that dream it is what it is.
Yeah.
But
I know we talked about it, but since we're on the podcast for the audience, you want to explain why you never went that route?
not really. Not like I said, I had an opportunity to do it, but like I said, I was gonna have a son, so I had to make a choice.
Yeah, but you had an option before you had a son.
I did, but like I said, life got the life in.
Hmm.
Life got the life in, and like I said, there was no such thing as you could just go to the draft. Like you had to go do college.
Yep, that's true. Oh yeah, you were a college guy. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not a
Yeah.
college dude. Even though the NFL, I think you have to do 2 years, and then the NBA, I think you have to do 1 year.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't want to be in college for 2 years. I just feel like anything can happen. Plus, like then and you have to go to like a well-known college to even get notice. Like you can't go to some like how many NFL players are talked about out of UNLV or fucking some shitty college. Like not a lot.
Yeah.
Not a lot. Like unless you're going to a Pac-10 or something like that or a conference college. Yeah, but
Yeah,
like
but
I said, I was gonna go to San Jose State, which would have been cool, but that would have meant I would have had to go back to California. And I'm not trying to go back. I wasn't trying to go back to California.
I see. Yeah, you never told me that. I didn't know you were off to go to San Jose State.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never told me that. That's what I never knew.
Yeah, that was right before I had my son. I was
Mm.
I applied and everything. I filled out the paperwork and almost got accepted, but then I found out I was gonna have a kid. And that
Uh,
obviously did not play out, so I had to make a choice. Which
oh.
I don't regret the choice at all.
Yeah. No, I just need just never kind of never give me the full details on that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you see that's why I was confused because I thought that was done. I mean, outside the high school situation, I thought that was done like even before you even knew you were having a kid. I thought that was already done. That you didn't do it and you went back. I didn't know
No.
that was at the same time.
But you still have to do the schooling part of college. Like nobody wants to do that shit.
Like I said, I know a couple of student athletes, and if you were good enough, of course, it depends on the college. But if you were
I
good
was about
enough,
to say, yes, it depends on the college. Yeah,
yeah.
I feel yes, if you are a winning college, then yes. If you are a
No,
well-known
no,
college,
no. It's not even being a winning. If you're just one of the best, if you were the best player on the team, like trust me, I know a couple of student athletes that basically got a free pass because they were just that great, and so the coaches would come in and be like, "Hey, give them a good grade, let them keep going because they need them."
yeah, but he still has to be there, even though he might not
Yeah,
have to.
yeah,
I hate the class part of school. Like I hate sitting there in class listening to a teacher talk. Like, bro, I'm gonna fall asleep. If it's time for a lecture, I'm falling asleep. It's
yeah,
like, yeah, I get the whole pass part and all that shit, and all you got to do is have a 2.0, and that's all great and dandy.
yeah. But having to sit in
I don't
class and
even want
listen
to
to somebody talk to
participate.
you,
I don't even. That's why I say all the time. Ever since they did that whole like kids can't go from high school to the NBA or NFL. Like I get why, like don't get me wrong, I get why. And I do agree with it, but it's more like a 60-40 thing. I do feel like it's more almost like a 50-50 thing or like a 60-40 thing. Like I feel like there's a lot of good talent out there
that's 18, 19 years old that's being wasted, that doesn't have the money or the resources to go to college. And that's why we have all these dudes in the NBA that are injury prone, because they spend 4 years in fucking college beating down their bodies in that brutal ass college system, whether it be NBA or NFL. And it's been proven that college players are more injury prone than high school players.
Well then, well, okay, but then what about because that's one thing I'll give Brandon Jennings. Brandon Jennings opened up the path of going overseas.
I mean, if that's the way that you want to go, then you could do that too. But that doesn't work for everybody.
Yeah, that's not possible for football, to be clear. But I'm just saying,
hell no.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, as a basketball player, I mean, I remember when Brandon Jennings said that, I'm like, man, that's amazing, because he got to go over. Of course, it's changed now, but back then, now that was like the crazy thing I saw, because that dude got to go straight from high school to go overseas and play and got paid a crap ton of money. Then went to the NBA, which I thought that was a genius idea.
Yeah, but he never was a star on any team. He was what, a role player at best?
No,
Maybe
Brandon Jennings was a star at the beginning.
No, the fuck he was.
Yes, he was. That dude was
on what team?
The Bucks.
Oh my God. Like I said, you could be good on a back. Nick Young was a star on the Lakers at one point in time.
No, I would never say that.
Yes, he was.
No.
He was the only person worth talking about on the team at one point in time.
Well, that's because all right, fine. Hold on. Now, I'm gonna look at his stats, but I'm telling you you're wrong about that.
I don't care about his stats. I'm just saying that just because you're the only person worth talking about doesn't mean that it makes you a fucking star.
No, I will give Brandon Jennings a star, because Brandon Jennings was freaking crazy on the Bucks.
No.
Yeah, his first couple years on the Bucks, yeah, he was doing great until he got injured.
Like I said, if he wasn't as good as the top 5 guards at the time, then I'm sorry. I can't say he was as good as Chris Paul, Darren Williams, Jason Kidd, even fucking on the back nine, Steve Nash, Tony Parker. Like, I can keep naming people. He wasn't as good as those dudes. He wasn't as good as John Wall. He wasn't as good as fucking Amir Nelson. There's a lot of guys that are better than him. That were better.
I mean, I'll give you everybody but Jameer. I'm gonna give him Jameer Nelson. But no, he was. No, to me, he was he was definitely a star player. I wouldn't say he's a superstar, but he definitely was a star.
Nah, I'm sorry. I gotta fight you on that one. But like I said, if he's not as good in the top 5 point guards at the time, he's just not a star player. He's not.
No. You could be a star player without being a top 5 point guard.
Oh, that's insane. You're the issue. What's wrong with today's NBA?
What are you? No, I mean, no. I'm not saying he's a superstar. I'm not going that far. I'm not trying to put him on. Yeah, I agree. I want to put him on the level like a Chris Paul. I'm thinking about back then. Steve Nash. Yeah, I agree. But no, he was definitely upcoming. He definitely was a star player, at least. He could definitely at least make an all-star team. I don't think he did, but he definitely could have.
That's my point.
Yeah, but he got injured.
You didn't make an all-star team. How are you a star?
Well, there's a lot of players that could have that had the ability to make all-star team, but didn't because they just weren't selected or they weren't voted in.
Who's that?
I was gonna say Joe Johnson, but Joe Johnson did make an all-star team.
I was about to say.
Yeah, I was gonna say Joe Johnson.
Okay, first off, this nigga ain't never even averaged over 20 points a game. Sorry, that doesn't make you a star. I'm looking at his best year was in 2011, 2012. That was his best year, and then he only played 66 games.
Yeah,
so
and
he didn't play a full season. So you can't count that. So let's just go on record saying his 2 years he beat And before that, he literally averaged 80 games and then 79 games. And then he averaged 17 points and 15 points. Nigga, that's not a star.
Yeah,
That's
well, we're knowing what derailed him was his injuries.
okay, but you said he was a star, bro. That
Yeah,
doesn't
he
make
was
you
he,
a
he was
fucking-
a yeah no he was definitely to me he was definitely a star. He was definitely up and coming. Okay, I'll say this: he was definitely up and coming. If you don't want to say he's a star, I'll give you that because he didn't play. He wasn't in his prime long enough to be a star. I will give you that, but he was up and coming at least because yeah, he was doing great in Milwaukee till he got injured. And once he got injured, he was never really the same.
He literally played his last 4 years in, or no, or actually no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He started his
Yeah, he
career
started career in on the Bucks.
4 years in Milwaukee.
Yep, and then he got injured, and he never was the same.
That's not true. 2 years after that, he's in Detroit, averaging the same shit.
Yeah, but he was not. He
2 point
was,
difference.
but he was not the same player before. Like if you watch him before his injury till after,
Like I
he
said,
was
I'm
not.
not saying he wasn't an all right player, but he was never a fucking star. Never a fucking star.
Mm.
Never a fucking star.
Okay, like I said, I will at least I will concede because of the how many years he played in his prime, and I would say he was up and coming. I'll give you that much. I will concede there. I personally think he was playing as a star until he got injured, but I will concede. Looking at his stack, I'm looking at everything right now. I would say he was up and coming till his injury happened because he basically wasn't in a well, mind you, was as good as Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose was a way better player than him for sure, but he was basically a Derrick Rose situation. The only
I'm
difference
taking
is
Jamal Crawford over Brandon Jennings.
yeah, I would say that too.
Brandon Jennings to me is nothing but a six-man talent,
Oh
a
Thank
no,
high
you.
value, a
not
high
at the
value
beginning of his
scorer,
career.
Thank you.
Not at the beginning of his
and
career.
that's it.
Not at the beginning of his career. No, not his first couple of years. Maybe no, not his first couple of years. No. Again, go check him out before his injury and then after his injury.
Like I said, it's I can look at his numbers and tell you. Like I said, to make you a star, you got to at least average 20 points a game in a season. I'm sorry to make you a superstar is over 20 points, but to be a star, like yes, I will agree with you. People say Draymond Green is a star.
Oh hell no!
Fight that, and I will fight that until the cows come home. Because the nigga ain't never averaged 20 points ever. The nigga barely averages 10 points.
Cool. So you say you can need to average 20 points to be a star?
Like I said, I believe that. I believe Draymond is a star by default because of what he's done with the people around him. He's made other players around him better. Scoring is not his. I put it like this: scoring was not his first thing. It's just like Dennis Rodman. He's not a star because of his scoring, but yes, when Brandon Jennings talks, he talks scoring. And I'm sorry, if you don't average 20 points a game, at least 20 points, 20 points in a season, then you're not a star. Like, what did you do other than that?
Okay, hold on, wait. I gotta clarify this because if what you just said, I may have to give this to you. Well, let me see. So you're saying because he specifically said and he talked about he's a scorer, the fact he doesn't average 20 points is the reason why he's not a star because he said and he claims to be a scorer, basically.
Yes.
Fuck, okay. I'll give you that. Shit.
Like I said, if you watch that bullshit ass podcast, he talks about scoring. That's all he ever talked about.
Yeah,
okay. You didn't average 20 points a game. Draymond Green doesn't talk about scoring. Dennis Rodman doesn't talk about scoring. Yeah. These aren't dudes that talk about scoring. They know their roles. But yes, like I just looked at some of the fucking players on this list. A lot of these dudes, yes, were like shit. It's only like 3 other dudes that are higher than him, maybe 4. But like you're in the realm of fucking prime Westbrook. Derrick
well, no,
Rose,
did he come in before Westbrook?
No. No. I'm just going based off of his best year was in 2010, 2011.
Okay, yeah, Westbrook was there. Okay, fair enough.
So
Yeah,
And
Westbrook,
so
Derrick Rose.
I'm sorry. His best year was 2011, 2012.
12, yeah.
So it's like you're in a league with elite point guards, like I said, and I'm not saying that he did not stand out. We could say the same thing about a lot of players that we thought were going to be stars, like the fucking Brandon Roys of the league.
Well,
If
Brandon Roy was a star. He led his team, but he was injury prone. That's what killed him.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, but compared to the other shooting guards, it's like Gilbert Arenas was a beast.
Yes,
he was a star. I'm not gonna sit here and say that he wasn't a star, but did he average 20 points a game, or I'm sorry, 20 points a year, or in 1 year? I don't know.
I think Gilbert Arenas did. I'm not looking it up. I think Gilbert Arenas did.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he did. At least 1 year. No, I think a couple of years, actually. I'll look it up. Fuck it. I'm here already.
I think Brandon Jennings is one of these high balance scorers like Lou Williams, Jamal Crawford, Trey Young, those type of guys.
I think Brandon Jennings. I think Brandon Jennings was just a class above them, but I just think it didn't last that long.
I can't say that he's a class above Jamal Crawford. Jamal Crawford had. I would choose him over Brandon Jennings any day.
I mean, I agree with that.
Any day. And he was only considered as 6-man talent.
Dude, honestly, I
don't agree with that, but go ahead.
Go ahead,
my fault.
I would choose Lou Williams over Brandon Jennings personally.
Nah, I want to say not in Brandon Jennings.
Crazy.
Not in his prime. Not before his injury. No.
Not talking about his prime. I'm talking about overall.
Okay, yeah, of course. Williams, yes, I agree with that.
More consistent.
Yes, I agree with that. Gilbert Arenas did score. Did average over 20 points for actually 4 years. My fault.
Yeah, no, I saw.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but like I just don't know. I feel like a lot of people who claim to be that dude, and I'm not saying that if you look up highlights of some dudes, yeah, you might get some crazy shit because some fan or some dude's fucking cousin got the best highlights of Brandon Jennings, like his cousin or something. But like, I'm just like, bro, like if you go Allen Iverson or you go like some dudes that, you know, like, dude, if you type in OJ Mayo highlights, 100 of them will pop up.
Yeah.
But we all know what happened to OJ Mayo.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree. I agree.
Like, so,
like, well, who is that dude in Sacramento? He had a beast in second year and then fell off. What was his name?
Tyreke Evans.
Yep, Tyreke Evans.
Yeah, like I said, the NBA has been creating busts for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So with that being said, I want to thank y'all for checking out this podcast. I want to thank B. I want to thank Adam. I want to thank Keith. And I want to thank James for being on this episode. Definitely appreciate it. First podcast for the year. Well, technically it's like the third one, but whatever. Either way, I want to thank y'all for checking this out. Definitely appreciate it. Make sure on your way out to hit that subscribe or follow depending on your platform. Check out the Clips channel, Fit the Description podcast over there on YouTube. All additional links to the audio platforms will be down below. And with that being said, I want to thank y'all, appreciate y'all. And yes, we are back for another season. Y'all have a good one.